Hey, how's it going? My name is Jesse, also known as Grimsy Finds here on this channel. If you're a new subscriber, you may not be aware that I did quit my job end of February this year and went full-time as an eBay reseller. And I did do a 3-month reflection a couple months ago. I've been wanting to do like a half-year review and I never really got to it, so I wanted to do this 8-month reflection, especially before the year ends, just to share some thoughts and key points of some of the stuff I've been facing and also running into issues and also some good things. Hopefully this video is helpful to you guys if you guys are contemplating, maybe leaving your job or maybe doing this part-time, just so you know what to expect, or maybe I can help you with some of the stuff I faced. Alright, so first point I wanted to address is, what are the difficulties I've been dealing with as a full-time eBay reseller, especially earlier on. So February, I hit my stride, I was listing away, I went garage selling, I was very blessed to find some good stuff. But towards the end of spring and the beginning of summer is obviously the summer slowdown. And during that time, the cash flow definitely was impacted. I mean, the cash flow is always impacted, especially during that time, it was really, really impacted. And that brings to my point that when you have a full-time job, you have a constant check coming in. And I had done that for 10 years, so I was so used to that. So I'm not used to these roller coasters up and down. Whenever you sell something, you have money. Whenever you don't, you don't. And that's the reality of it, honestly. I mean, people, even you can have the best inventory in the world, if people don't have the money or don't want to buy it right now, they are not going to buy it, even though you have it. And you have to realize that. One thing that's helped me overcome that is diving into different niches. So I used to just focus on just video game stuff and trading cards a little bit here and there. And I've expanded my store so much now that I reliably sell minimum 5 items a day. I'm very blessed to have that, because honestly there's stores out there, there's people out there that might sell an item a week and they're asking themselves why, and this, that, and the other thing. The solution is not the variety, I think it's just the constant effort you put into the store. So what I mean by that is, since I started eBay full-time in late February, I've been listing minimum 5 items a day. And that discipline has helped me get this far. As of the recording of this video, I'm posting 12 items a day, but I have not broke that constant flow, and I think that's helped the store a lot. But I still do face the cash flow issue. You have to kind of work around eBay as far as the cash flow goes. Like if you have a bill coming up, you can't go ham and buy stuff at the store that you want to use for you, because you have to make sure that bill gets paid, right? And you don't know a month from now if you're going to have the same inventory you do now or the same people buying. So you just have to keep that in mind with the cash flow. But that's one of the difficulties definitely starting out that I had. The other difficulty I ran into is the work hours. I have to tell myself to stop working. Sometimes my day starts at 7 a.m. when I'm packing or whatever. Then I get to listing, then I get to putting the inventory away, doing the listings on eBay on my computer, and then doing it all over again. And sometimes it's like 9 p.m. and I'm still working. I do take breaks in between. You have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, maybe like a 5-10 minute break here and there. But if you don't stop yourself, you can basically work all day and night and not even realize it. Other things that I do not like is that the days just fly by. They honestly don't last very long. Like today, I woke up packed. I went to the store to get groceries, came back, and now it's almost like 3 p.m. So the day goes by really fast. That's one of the things I don't like. But honestly, you are your own boss, you are your own motivator, and you just have to tell yourself to stop. The next key point is things I wish I did before leaving. So, I mean, you always wish you could prepare better. You always wish you could save more money. And that's some of the things that maybe I wish I would have done. Got a CPA right away. A CPA is an agent that can help you do taxes, especially for small businesses like this. When you're the sole proprietor, usually you'll get taxed a lot more than you would as a S corp or something like that. And all this stuff I did not know. I mean, honestly, you don't know this stuff walking into it unless you studied it or you're made aware beforehand. But I knew nothing about this, so that's one of the things I wish I knew a little bit more of. It's just one of those things you wish you prepared better, but you can't always it's impossible to prepare for everything, especially when it's one of those decisions where you just decide to leave and you're leaving and you leave. That's how it pretty much went down. I mean, I had thought about it, I'm gonna leave, I want to do eBay full time, I want to do this, that, but you can't always plan on when it's going to happen, and that's just what happened. It just fell through in the middle of February. I ended up leaving at the end of February, and here we are now. I mean, honestly, I'm just glad I did it, because you never know where I would be right now if I didn't make that decision. And where I was getting really stressed. I was actually getting health issues. I'm very glad I left when I did. Last key point real quick is, do I enjoy it? Do I enjoy reselling? Do I enjoy selling on eBay? I'm gonna say yes. And the reason I thought about it a little bit is because sometimes, I mean, there is issues with customers. I've actually just dealt with a customer a couple of days ago where they're constantly messaging you about their product, and honestly I felt like canceling the order, but I didn't, because you have to remember, business first. You're representing your business, you're not representing yourself. I'll withhold some of your frustration, especially when you're answering to messages. So with this person, I was just like, oh, if you still wish to retain this purchase, I will be packing your order at this time. If not, we can cancel your order. That's completely fine with me due to the delay of me packing. And the delay wasn't on me. I have 2 business days to ship, and they see that in the display, but honestly, a lot of people don't look at that, so I do understand where she was coming from. So I mean, just be polite as much as you can if you're dealing with someone like this. At the end of the day, I mean, if it ends up being like a scammy or a bad customer, just end up blocking them after the transaction's over, and maybe let eBay know, hey, this is what happened. So honestly though, that's one of probably the toughest things, dealing with bad customers or returns or scams. Those are the things that don't make me want to say yes. But other than that, it's all yes. I work from home, I'm wearing sandals, I'm wearing my comfortable clothes. I can sleep in or I can take a nap. That's the great thing about it. Whereas when you're in a job, you have to be there focused 8 hours or more and then leave, and then you can do whatever you want. And also because I love what I'm doing. I love going garage selling. I love going find treasure. I love learning. So in February, when I first did this, I was just mainly selling video games and trading cards. And now if you look at my store, I have a variety of things listed. So many things I didn't know had value. So many things that I didn't take a second look at that I know now are valuable. And you have more appreciation towards the items now that you maybe didn't have before. And that's what I love about looking at from February to 8 months now, the difference in what you appreciate and how much you grow. Last key point I have is, would I still leave my job, quit, and do this full time knowing what I know now? Yes. And the reason is because, when I make a decision, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna cry in the corner or go crawling back or anything like that. That's not me. I'm not gonna do that. Now, when I did get my exit interview at my job, they said, would you ever come back? And I said, yes, it's possible. If a position's open and the pay is right or whatever, I might. You never know. You never know what life's gonna throw at you. So I didn't burn the bridge, and I recommend you guys, if you're contemplating leaving your job, don't burn the bridge. I think it was just the wrong time also. And having been there for 10 years, I was just tired of the same routine. I was tired of, getting passed on when other people were progressing, even though I was applying and trying. And when I got feedback, they said, no, you're doing everything you're supposed to do. You need a little improvement in this. And even though you improved on it, they refuse to look at it and keep it in their head like, this is where you're at, and I'm not going to change my mind. And it's just unnecessary drama that you don't need. And that's not to say I don't appreciate where I came from or what that job got me. I mean, it did give me my house, it got me my car. I wouldn't have had those things without my job. But I would still, 8 months in now, quit my job still and do eBay full time. But I would probably be a little more prepared than I was. But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos, and follow my Instagram @GrimzyRaider. Thanks for watching, and we'll see what I find next. Thanks, guys.